Hello and welcome to Let's Play Project Zomboid, episode 14 on Special Agent Mulder's 19th day of survival. Power's still on. Kind of surprised about that. Usually somewhere around week 2 or week 3 it'll go out. Luckily I've got a generator and plenty of gas. As always, we're going to eat a nice hearty breakfast. I'm going to take one of these fresh hams out of the freezer and take it with me on my travels today. And since I took a ham out of there, I have enough space to move a carton of eggs into the freezer. Alright, so I have something specific that I want to do today. I want to find a second generator, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to search through every shed in Riverside. So these little buildings on the map are the sheds, obviously. That one there, close to my house, I haven't looked in yet. And there's a half dozen in the rich people neighborhood, and then a random assortment of sheds out farther in the residential part of the town. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the sledgehammer, which I think I have stored in the garage. Yep. Grab that sledge. The sledgehammer I'm just going to take in the trunk of the car. I'm not going to carry it in my inventory. I've also got a can of gas out here that I meant to stash in the gas can farm. Curtains, take a gander outside. So I have now filled up all of my rain containers. Alright, so since I have this lovely rain, real quick, I'm going to plant a couple seeds. It'll just take a minute. Go into the coat closet, I'm going to open a packet of cabbage seeds. And that gives me 50 cabbage seeds in my inventory. I'm going to take the hand fork and I'm going to walk outside. So I want to pick a place for the cabbage patch that's not going to get trampled by Zeds. I don't have a perimeter wall on my base, so I'm going to have to kind of just wing it, but I'll go ahead and dig 2 furrows in these 2 tiles here, right off of the patio. To dig furrows, you need a garden fork or a trowel or some sort of garden type item. I right click on the furrows and I can sow seeds. I'm going to sow some cabbages. So the tooltip shows you some basic info about cabbages. By the way, farming is majorly overhauled in the next update, build 42. This is build 41 that I'm playing now. But farming is still worthwhile in build 41. So I'm going to right click, sow the cabbages. They have a grow time of 13 days. So I just sowed those seeds there. I'm going to grab my watering can and put it in my primary item slot. When you first plant something, you have to you have to put a lot of water onto that tile to fully hydrate it for the first time. So I'm going to right click on the furrow and go to water and then go to full. And that's going to fully hydrate that tile. Right click on the other one and do the same thing. So now both of the cabbages are well watered. Once you do it the first time, you don't have to do it nearly as often, only a couple days, just to top off the moisture level. So I should be able to just kind of leave it alone and let it grow and water it every couple days. And after 13-ish days, I'll have some cabbages. Farming is fully self-sustaining as well, because every plant has a seed-bearing stage. And if you let it grow to the seed-bearing stage, then you will get seeds as well as the vegetable when you harvest it. So once you get your garden started, it's pretty much self-sustaining. Alright, so I've walked over to the first shed on my list. Oops. Sometimes when you vault over a fence, you end up tripping. I'm gonna check for zombos, and I'm gonna equip the sledgehammer. And I should be able to break down this door with a sledgehammer fairly easily. I know you can do it with an axe. Should be able to with a sledge. Swing 1, 2, 3. Check for zombos. 4, 5, 6, 7. I just busted down that door. There's no generator in here, but I do have a box of nails, a hammer for the hammer collection, and what else? Some propane torches and welding rods. And I'm just going to leave that stuff there for now. That's one shed down. My character is feeling a little sad because... Not because of the zombie apocalypse and, you know, the possible death of everybody he knows, but it's because I forced him to eat shitty food. That melted ice cream that I had him eat yesterday was detrimental to his mood, apparently. Let's go ahead and take care of this Zed here. I'm going to try to kill him with a sledgehammer just for fun. Where's the next shed? I am on a quest. That's my shed right there. I've already been in this shed here. So my next shed is in the rich people neighborhood, right there. Should be in the same driveway that has that blue sports sedan in it. Let's head on over there. When I get a chance, I'd like to clear those two wrecks out of the road as well, because I've almost crashed into those cars a couple times. That's no good. I don't like that. That park ranger truck has gas in it, if I recall. So if I need gas at some point. I can probably head back there. Alright, I am now at the second shed. I'm going to go ahead and stash the sledgehammer on the ground. I don't need it because there's a window here that I can just smash with whatever. Dispatch 1 zombie. 2 zombie. Always walk the perimeter of the shed. Every time. Don't forget. And there's a couple, more than a couple, I would call this a few zombies coming to ruin my day and end my playthrough if I'm not paying attention. If there's one thing that this game will teach you, it's how to pay attention and not be oblivious. To be a decent Project Zomboid player, which I guess I would sort of consider myself a decent player, you really train yourself to be on guard at all times. Kind of like how you would in a real zombie apocalypse, I guess. Those that are aware of their surroundings will survive, and the others will get eaten. Anyways, let's check out the shed. Fingers crossed for a Jenny. No Jenny. But is there something good in here? Plastic chairs, gravel bag. Oh, that startled me pretty well. That startled me pretty good. Stupid zombie. Alright. Shed did not have a Jenny in it. We'll go ahead and mark it off. Where's the next one? On this street over here, there are 2 sheds in the backyards of the 2nd and 4th houses. Oh, I almost left the sledge behind. Once I find the second generator, if there even is a second generator in Riverside, there might not be. But once I find a second generator, I'm going to head over to the gas station, which I found the other day while driving around. Oh, there's a lot of them over here. Oh, not good. I'm going to drive over to the gas station, and I'm going to set the generator at the gas station and use it to power the gas pumps. Once the power goes out, that will be the only way to get the gas pumps to work at the gas station, is to have a generator at the gas station. You know, rather than fighting all these stupid zombies, I'm just gonna real quick head over to this shed and peek in the window. Peek. Yeah. That was stupid. I can't really tell if there's a Jenny in there or not. There might be. It kind of looked like there wasn't one, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to have to just go in the shed after dispatching an entire block worth of zombies. Careful here because I could get cut off or grabbed from behind. Don't want that to happen. Okay. This is really annoying. much as it sucks, I have no choice but to kill all these zombies or try to redirect them. So maybe I'll do that. Go to the next door yard and try to shout a little bit and draw them over here. And then if I run around the corner, go into crouch mode, do some evasion, special tactics, you know, maybe I can sneak around at least a few of them. Gotta be really careful. No, still a huge crowd of them. Well, that's annoying. There's so many of them. Okay. I think I'm just gonna move on to the next shed. It was in the backyard of the fourth house, which I believe is this one. There it is, and it's the kind that I have to break into with the sledge. Love it. Check the perimeter first. No Zeds hiding behind. Squish those two. It looks like I have a couple coming over to join, but not a huge crowd at least. Okay, now I have the exertion, the first level of exertion from running around so much. And using the sledgehammer gives me more exertion, so all jokes aside, I need to be extremely careful. It's a classic Zomboid mistake. You're on a scavenging run, and then you get exerted, and you get in a situation where you have to fight zombies, and you can't do it effectively because you're exerted. Alright. Break this door down very carefully. Took about 10 swings last time. Oh, got it in less swings that time. Now I'm highly exerted from swinging the sledge. No Jenny in here. There is a roll of duct tape. Might as well take it. Better than nothing. You might have noticed that when you destroy doors, or when zombies destroy doors, it leaves behind door hinges and doorknobs. Door hinges and doorknobs are components that you need to build your own doors, which is something that you might have to do when you're building your own base or building your own buildings. Okay. So I checked out that shed. This one here still has a ton of zombies around it. I'm gonna have to come back to that another time, I think. There's one more shed in the rich person hood. It's in the backyard of the house at the very end of this street. Wow, there's a lot of them. I've already driven past like 30 or 40 zombies on this street alone. Okay, I think it's in the backyard of this house. Yeah, there it is. What I'll have to do is jump the fence, quickly look inside that window, and then beat it. Got one zombo coming to tangle. Well, I don't see a Jenny in here, but I do see a crate. Oops. Open that window again. I do see a crate. Oops. Yeah, when you're sneaking, oh gosh, look at all of them. When you're sneaking, you can whisper instead of shouting. All right, so should I try to pick up this crate and get to the Jeep? Or would that be just a really stupid idea? I don't know. I can't decide. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Roll the hard 6, as they say. Oh, I failed to pick up the crate. That might be a blessing, because if I did pick it up, then I would be severely over-encumbered. I've made it safely back to the Jeep. That's not a shed there, that's a gazebo, because it's in the park. The rich people park. Alright, let's head on over to the next shed. By the way, if zombies start pounding on your trunk, or if the back end of your car happens to hit a zombie when you're maneuvering your car around, it will damage the trunk and reduce the trunk's carry capacity, which is a real bummer. Particularly if you have a car with a high carry capacity, because that beautiful carry capacity is going to get diminished due to zombie damage. So back there, that one zombo, like, pounded on my trunk one time, and I kind of am curious if it damaged the trunk. Knowing this game, it probably did. Oh, there's a lot of them over here, too. Jeez. This game, I swear. if I should go somewhere else. Yeah, I'm gonna try that shed there. I think the reason why there's so many zombies over here is because the house alarm that I set off yesterday, or the day before maybe. I think that house alarm might have caused a huge amount of them to spawn. Also, as I've mentioned before, the zombie population in general is increasing day over day until day 30, after which point their spawn rate will decrease by a lot. There's the shed that I want, and of course there's a ton of biters near it. I don't know if they're intentionally congregating near the sheds or if it's just a coincidence, but that's like the third shed that I've tried to go to that has been swarmed with zombies. I don't know. I'm gonna head to the west part of town and see if I can find a shed over this way. The question might become, what do I do if... Yeah, there's a couple of sheds in this neighborhood. What do I do if I can't find a second generator in Riverside? Well, if that happens, then I'm going to have to either bring my base generator with me every time I go on a gas run, or I'll have to just get one from somewhere else on the world map. Could end up having to go to the next town, which I think the closest town is Rosewood. But there are other options. Did I just run over the mailbox? Can't really tell. This cadre of Zeds is manageable, I think. So I'm just gonna calmly and efficiently deal with them. Squish. Crunch, splat, squish. What of them had a Louisville map? There we go, grab. Was that window broken before, or did a zombie inside the shed break the window? Yep. It's a biter inside the shed. Can already tell there's no Jenny in there, but I'm still gonna see what kind of supplies there might be in this shed. I always love beating zombies to death through a window. Okay. Hop inside. Empty gas can, which I don't need. Could have picked up that hammer for the hammer collection, but it's not worth it right now. Might as well loot this house while I'm here. Power's still on. Nice. Now I'm at 90 kilos. Full condition crowbar? Yes, please. Did I disassemble the bed in the bedroom? I did not. Let's go ahead and do that. I think 1 or 2 more beds and I should level up carpentry. Yeah, it's like 2 more beds. Alright, that house is fully checked out. Mark it off on the map as always. Looks like I got a shed in that backyard and that backyard. Sure would be nice if this yard is not crawling with zombies. Looks like I might have gotten my wish. Pull out the sledge. Oh, I don't need it because there's a window. Okay, there's some pretty decent metalworking stuff in this shed, but no Jenny. That is just incredibly frustrating. I'm severely over-encumbered because I have the sledge in my main inventory slot and not in the backpack. Put it back in the backpack. Come on. There's 2 more sheds over here. Go ahead and add a P for propane. Yeah, I see 2 more sheds over here. Oh, you know what? I just remembered that generators can also spawn in garages, I think. Right? Actually, no, I'm not sure about that. If they can spawn in garages, then... Now I'm doubting myself. Now I'm thinking that they can't spawn in garages. But if they could, then that would be... That'd be nice, because that would greatly increase the number of places to look for them. The shed also has... Oh my gosh. Quickly finish this looting here before he breaks the window. Get the box of nails and the hammer and then beat it. Yep, there's the window break. There's one more shed over here. Yep, that's a graveyard. It almost seems a little bit video gamey if I did find the generator in this shed, because during a zombie movie or zombie apocalypse, like, the graveyard is the last place you would want to go. So it would make sense that a key item would be in the shed. You know, in the shed of the cemetery. Come on. But this game is very much not video gamey in a lot of ways. There's no guarantee whatsoever that anything cool is going to be in this shed. One swing, two swings, three swings, four swings. Yeah, I'm carrying too much stuff in my main inventory. Try to fix that. In case it wasn't obvious, swinging the sledgehammer costs you... There it is! There it is! In the shed of the cemetery, guarded by a small horde, which I killed, I find my second generator. Yep, just like always. 0% fuel, 100% condition. I think all generators spawn in with those stats. 2 boxes of nails and a hammer. Yeah, I'm not going to take those nails because I already have like 10 boxes of them. But I am going to bring home the Jenny. I can't take the Jenny to the gas station on this run because it's getting dark, but I am gonna bring it home. Stash the sledgehammer in the trunk of the Jeep. Might as well put the crowbar back here too. And the Jenny is going to go on the passenger seat. So let's just triple check that I don't have any zombies around. There's a... Oh. I am going to have to kill this... Oh, jeez. That's unfortunate. In a moment of carelessness, I decided to vault the fence and tripped. And I fell on the ground and scratched up my right leg. Since that injury was not caused by a zombie, there's no risk of me turning into a zombie. However, with my leg injured, I'm limping around and I'm actually a little bit slower. Also, it tore my nice FBI suit pants. So now my suit jacket has a tear in it from where the zombie lacerated me a couple days ago, and my suit leg is torn from tripping over the fence. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Jenny and get the hell out of here. Take the Jenny. Now I'm extremely slow, but at least I've confirmed that there are no Zeds around. Put the Jenny on the passenger seat. I need to eat and check the map. Okay. I'm so happy that I found this Jenny that I'm gonna actually permanently mark the map with a lightning bolt and an exclamation point. Might as well mark that because it's a landmark. Okay, time to get home. It's a decent looking utility van in the parking lot of the cemetery. There's the junkyard. Driving by it a little slower this time. I see at least 6, 7 cars in there that aren't total wrecks. See a couple more as well. So the junkyard might be a good place to go to scavenge some car stuff at some point, if I survive that long. Here at the rest stop convenience store that I had my base in that other playthrough. It's quite dark, so I need to be careful getting home. Even though I have headlights, the visibility is still pretty bad. Biters are everywhere right now. We are getting closer and closer to that peak population day that happens 30 days after the start of the game, and the amount of biters is just going to get worse and worse. Back at the school. So there is no need for me to risk unloading the generator in the dark while tired. So I'm just going to leave it sitting in the passenger seat of the Jeep. Turn off the lights, turn off the Jeep. Head back inside. I forgot to close the curtains over here. Go ahead and do that real quick. I don't see anything out there. Alright, and as always, I'm going to spend a little time unloading stuff into containers. Playing some Project Container Boyd. Alright. I didn't barely get any food on that run. That's okay. I've already got a shit ton. Can read these 2 Louisville maps. Is that the final one? No. It looks like North Central. I think I already have that segment. Am I still missing one section? Yeah, I'm still missing one section of Louisville. The reason I'm sneaking around is just to minimize the risk of a zombie being outside and deciding to break in, which would force me to take defensive actions, and in my current state I am drowsy, so that puts me in a vulnerable place. How's my weight looking? 91 kilos with 2 up chevrons. Nice. The melted ice cream, it still has a bunch of calories, but it has a huge penalty of plus 30 boredom and plus 25 unhappiness. It's kind of funny that melted ice cream would be so detrimental to your mental health. Alright, what did I want to do? Oh, I wanted to cook these eggs. The eggs cook up quite quickly. I'm gonna try to cheer myself up and get rid of this unhappiness. I've got a chocolate cookie, minus 10 unhappiness. Is that gonna do the trick? Is that gonna cheer me up? Nope. Not quite enough. Let's eat a chocolate chip cookie. That did the trick. No longer unhappy. Alright, I need to stash some of this junk. Boxes of nails go in the garage. Hammer for the hammer collection. I now have 8 hammers. I think that might be enough for now. Wood glue. I'm gonna put these cabbage seeds back in the hall closet. As well as the duct tape and the hand fork. some sleeping tablets that I would like to put in the bathroom. Still a little bit of water left in my pipes. So the reason I have this worm in my inventory is because when I was digging the furrows for the cabbages outside, one of the random things you can get when you dig a furrow is you can get a worm and use the worm as bait when you fish. All right. Make sure the sliding glass door is shut. It is. Make sure the oven is off. It is. Head to the bedroom. Tend to my wound a little bit. I'm going to read these 2 magazines and then I'm going to go to sleep. The farming magazine teaches you a couple recipes that you use in farming. Those 2 recipes are the mildew cure and the flies cure. So the crops that you grow can get disease. There's like 4 or 5 different types of crop diseases, and mildew and flies are 2 of them. And the farming magazine just taught me a recipe to make a cure for those crop diseases. I'm also reading The Herbalist. Once I finish reading this, I can now tell poisonous berries and mushrooms apart from edible berries and mushrooms. Alright, 3:20 a.m. Let's check the stats real quick. 91 kilos with 2 up chevrons. Favorite weapon is crowbar. I've killed 543 zombies and I've survived for 19 days. Let's drift off to sleep. Looks like I grew to the next beard stage in the night. Woke up at 8:50 in the morning. That's gonna about wrap it up. Peace.